Again, this is just a trial one, just to kind of see how everything plays out. I hope that it plays out pretty good. And yes, I realize it's a little bit later than usual. But, yeah. Why not? You know, sometimes late night streams aren't always the worst, even though I'm knowing it's not super late, but yeah. Well, like usual, you guys are here, sit back, hang out. If you guys got anything that you're doing, anything you guys want to talk about, or if you guys just want to chill, I mean, hey. More power to you guys, that's all I really think about it. You guys coming to hang out, hey, can't go wrong with it. Alright, let's get into it. So, recalling off of what happened last time, we escaped a ship.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Pa told me elves and lizards and dwarves bring bad guys. Void guys. That's right, isn't it? I guess I'm a sorcerer too. That's why I'm here, right? And you too?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than outside. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Well, I guess with everything going on, I guess it makes sense.
Ugh, it's broken. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Not so much trying to get closer.
I'm ready! I'll yield to none! Glory is mine!
Um, that was slightly concerning. I don't want a bug talking to me. Let's see if you can reach me up here. Yep.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Magister Jalen from the ship. I would have chosen a swifter death for him myself.
Oh, but in the lizard. Oh, the prince there.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Let's see how he reacts to her acting like herself.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
No, I do not. Then again, I don't belong to the House of Dreams. I'm a prince of the House of War. A house you seem to be all too familiar with, judging by that rather fetching mark on your cheek. I see. Hence your search for a dreamer. For the dreamer, I suppose. The one that bound you to your master. Tss. We are being naughty, aren't we? You've clearly relinquished your duties by running away from your rightful owner. A crime punishable by death. No, I suppose they don't. Which is why I've no intention of carrying out the death sentence that I should. Besides, you did come back for me and all those others on a sinking ship after all. What do you say we bury the hatchet, you and I? For now, at least. Good, very good. I'm glad you're being so sensible. Glad I can return to my ruminations.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Judging by the dark pools that are your eyes, I'd say you're seeing yourself.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities, and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Of course, it's rather specific. quite obviously I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. I already told you I'm a prince. Do you mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious. I mean, you're in rags and you're on a beach. That should tell you something.
The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island, most likely the same chap you're looking for. Promise me we'll find him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Now look here, Prince, even if you had luggage, I'd throw it into the river, dude. I'm not your pack mule.
A black cat. Beauteous creature. Almost as graceful as I am.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Alright then.
1, 2, I'm getting a crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore.
Looks like I have a cat now. Child?
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. I never want to set foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
I seek the one that was called Fane. That's who I'm looking for, more or less.
I found something. One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward. Deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead.
Nice. That's a pretty good way to start out, I feel like.
I wonder where this leads.
Oh. Speaking of him. Hello, Fane.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps?
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone, but as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Oh, Fane, what are we gonna do with you? You're playing with a dead body, you special boy.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch does not appeal.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! Oh. You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, not my kind.
Your boniness?
But those that look like me.
Hello, octopus.
So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast.
Fair enough.
I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No, I may be an eternal, but my patience has its limits. Indeed, I may be the only eternal. My people seem rather absent.
Oh, poor Fane.
At least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. while we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
Yeah, we're gonna keep
I could
him
do
a
that
wizard.
with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well. Let's be off.
Oh, fine. What are we gonna do with you? Oh. Where does that go? I wonder what happened to the singer lady. No, that was intentional. I was trying to get rid of the poison so that they could climb up. You coming up, lizard lad?
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here. Go, man-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Man pig, what did I do? I just showed up.
Please. Please, just go.
Right? That's why I was like, oh, well, that was lame.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. A wide grin cracks across the child's face through her tears, showing two big gaps where her front teeth should be. She laughs.
That's adorable.
Really? Yeah. Warrior Princess Coral. You're nice. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
The child wipes her
I thought
eyes
she was
and,
one of those
grinning,
on the,
plunks herself
ship
down on
as
the
well.
earthen ground. She starts tracing shapes, hearts, stars, and diamonds into the dirt.
Interesting, I found turtles. That's a big turtle.
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming.
Whoa, hold on a minute here. That is not what we doing. What in the... What did Fane do, man? Fane's just trying to live. He's a bone man. They tweaking, man. It's turtles. And turtles were obviously not content with something. Sheesh. Grouches. Where's Lizard Man? Lizard Man's all the way over there. That was some of the wildest stuff. I've never been attacked by a turtle before until I played this. Nah, they can't have his bones, man. That's not right. He's just trying to make it through with everything. Come on now. He's just a bone man. He just wants to... Holy hell, she's moving. He just wants to keep his bones. He didn't do nothing. He vibing. Oh, you know who I'm curious about? I am curious about the dwarf. No, they can choke on the bones, if that's the case. If they kill him, they can die by bones.
I know nothing of any Verdus.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
Ooh.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
That's interesting, though. He's the only one with a collar.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Yeah.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years.
He's got something, but it's interesting because he's the only one here that in the prison, which is weird. It's
The
like
fate
you'd
of
figure
our
they'd have
realm
more.
hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
That's...
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Wait.
I told him at noon exactly, didn't I?
Well, what is he a prisoner too? Yeah, I was gonna say, that must make him one then, if he's got a collar. It don't matter. Bishop, whatever, no. He's nothing special, it don't matter.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
Oh, all of these options are so screwed. We're gonna go with that.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Alright. Hello there.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or brisket?
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must respect.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard?
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize
Oh, that's what happened to
It's
Ivan.
Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
Gonna pray all day, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't like the sound of this Griff fella, so...
Burrow looks you both up and down, sizing up your combined threat.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you. You ain't worth the sweat of my brow anyhow.
The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
There's another one. Safe. I don't know who she is, though. I mean, other than a random elf.
Where are you, darling?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
Man, I can't wait all day.
Well, I wasn't done exploring yet. I'm trying to figure out what happened to everybody else. I'm hoping she doesn't just up and die off, because that would suck.
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them.
I forgot, as an elf you can eat body parts, or chunks of meat off of random people that you kill, and you can get their memories. I forgot about that.
Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
Also, to everybody else that is in here, welcome, hopefully you guys had a pretty good day. Pretty chill, I feel like. There's some arrow. Okay, so I've been all over there. I've been up there. I've been down there with the demon turtles. Ooh, there's another section! Okay, I'm curious. I'll have to go back up there later. I know that that's that child that's down there.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
The man scowls at you.
I thought I might see if you wanted to get out of this place. Though maybe I ought to ask someone who isn't a prissy fop. I have a plan. A good one.
Way to be
I need
pissy
a
about it.
I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured.
Red, why are you so pissy,
I don't know
dude?
if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one.
No, that's
Are
not
you
gonna work
interested?
out.
Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you all, your nobility will have been for nothing. Good luck with your friends, though. Enjoy your last days in good company, won't you?
Besides, he's sketchy as hell. Like, why would you randomly walk up to somebody? Like, I don't know you. What did you say? Who or what, I should say. Oh, yes. Okay, so. We're gonna give your stuff to Fane and Seville. Oh, you can keep that. Yeah, I know. You gotta be so much of an ass about it, though. Hey, there you are. I've been looking for you. I was wondering when I was gonna find you.
You stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Eh? Oh, that. That won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
I wonder how he made it out here.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
Yeah, at least you tried. That's all that matters.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you don't.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong hand.
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave here, get on with your life.
True.
Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. That's the spirit.
Yeah, I've been looking for him.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast. Eh, now, it's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be?
Okay, so let's see here. I have a rogue, I have a fighter, which I think I'm gonna end up getting rid of him. I have a mage, and then a battle mage. I don't know, I feel like that's a good combo, but I'm also debating on grabbing the singer lady if I can find her. I feel like that would make for a little bit better of a group, but I'm also debating on keeping the prince. That's my issue.
Then it's settled. Capital! Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then
I'm
dead.
debating on picking up the singer lady. I forgot what her name was.
Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when you're 6 feet under. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance. It's
Leave it
stabbing time.
Jeez, did not realize I was gonna get jumped. done your... You know, out of all the enemies they have in here, I think this one's gonna be the dumbest.
Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really. Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat. Let's not succumb to melodrama, shall we? This kind of gutter vermin can hardly be said to be dangerous.
That's true, though.
Besides, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me. All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
Not chatting into people's points and stuff, I forgot about that. Critical plus 0.06 movement speed. %10 damage and 2% dodging. Yeah, we can do that, that's fine. Civil, Master. Sneaking. We're also going to have to do a little bit of thievery here as well. Somebody that can pick locks if needed. Alright, your turn. Alright, let's see here. So you're a lore master. We'll do some persuasion. And then you are a geomancer and a pyrokinetic. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Oh. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep the point on the geo. And then intelligence. Oh, we're gonna do all intelligence for this one. And then okay. Yeah, point so. We're gonna do warfare just because I don't see any of the points that you're talking about. We'll do Constitution and Strength. Could be our persuasion person. Oh, look at that wizard armor. That's going to what's his name? That'll get sent to Fane. That can be held on you. That can be held on you. Just send that to Fane because Fane also uses Pyro. Fane, you're purple.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? I am very curious. So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. To draw back the veil and see the truth is no simple task. To seek the unknown, maybe even the unknowable. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but with our hearts. This ruby does the trick. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
So, this is Fort Joy.
Delivery. Surely you'll have one.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scram, snake face. Oh, excuse me. I'm very tired. Abominably tired. Beg your pardon.
I've got that special
Ain't fit for beasts.
Take your coin then.
Hey, lizard, come back. Hey, what's your name?
the Red Prince approaches a lizard dreamer. He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention. The dreamer obeys in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudenay leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer and muttering to himself.
Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Oh, I was born with the promise of an empire. And that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. I must venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudenay.
Oh, do hold your prickly tongue.
But it was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close, so close. And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I have the good breeding not to mention it. So close to the dream. It's been so long. You wouldn't understand. Please, please leave me be. Not to worry. I haven't slept a wink since your last interruption. I am Stingtail. Who is asking? Oh, Why, dear girl, why mar your beauty with my silly old name? Say, don't I know you? That face and that cheek.
Something suddenly dawns on Stingtail, and he goes quite pale.
Confound my drug-addled brain. It is... she. You're she. The Master's chosen. Why do you seek me? I was made to weave your scar. They forced my hand. I never had a wish to blemish you, enslave you. I would undo it if I could. Oh, I surely would. I surely would. But I cannot. Only the Master. Only the Master can. But I don't know. How could I? The Master finds. He is never found. You must know that. Surely you know that.
Stingtail writhes in your grip as he gapes at you with fear-smothered eyes, his voice a pitiful wheeze through his tightened throat.
Please, I don't know the whereabouts of the Master.
Your nails dig deep, and Stingtail's blood flows copiously, as if eager for release, but he doesn't speak a word. This time, he hisses loudly, the sharpness of the pain getting the better of him.
No, stop! The wolves! The lone wolves! They may know about the Master. The Master. He's been using lone wolf mercenaries ever since your escape.
Wait a minute.
You vanished, so he needed others to do his bidding.
Ivan brought up the lone wolves. That's concerning.
They may know where he is. Lone wolves need to be paid in person. They may know where he is. I... Who would know? Who would know? Must be Griff. Yes, Griff knows. I assure you. He's over yonder in the kitchen. The cook, the celery man, the butcher man. But he knows things. If there's wolves on the prowl, Griff will have caught their scent. I've told you all. Told you all I can. Have mercy, fair lady. Have mercy.
Stingtail stands before you, a broken mess, quivering with fear and pleading miserably to spare his life. You turn around and take 2 steps before turning back and looking him in the eyes. He shakes like a dead leaf in the wind as you blow him a kiss.
Oh, that's dead.
There, I thought you were going to kill that lizard.
I was, but as you can tell, I'm quite cursed with kindness.
Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna go talk to Griff before I go talk to Ivan.
If a magister finds
Worse than war rations, these.
you forget my name here.
Everything there? Good.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Do ya? What authority is that? I wouldn't count on that. Not when I find out who's been blabbing. Anyway, lone wolves, you said. Question is, why would I interrupt peeling them potatoes to tell you about lone wolves? I ain't no gentleman, and you don't look like no lady. Now, listen here. I'll make it easy for you. You're gonna dig into your pockets and fish out a nice pile of shiny ones. You do that, and I'll point you to the wolves. Let them sort you out. Deal? If you must. Anything else?
Let's...
Worse than war rations, these.
Looks like we're gonna go have a talk with Ivan. Hey, there she is. I've been looking for you.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh god, not now.
Ivan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Suit yourself. Probably wise, given the rashes you can pick up around this place. Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours.
Someone that uses spells.
I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Oh, we're gonna save here real quick, because I absolutely am not going to piss him off without a backup plan.
Sure. That's the kind of contract some lone wolves accept.
Sensing your rage, Ivan steps back a few paces at speed. He holds his hands up in placation.
But you know lone wolves are a large network of mercenaries, right? On contracts we work pretty independently. You know, alone.
Interesting. Okay. Alright, so unfortunately for you, my dear boy, we are leaving you behind.
Horrible surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Your loss.
Hello. You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Interesting. So apparently, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it is. Alright, I'm gonna make a couple sales. I'm gonna pick up another person, and then I actually think this is where I may leave off. May.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas! He must escape. He cannot die here. He cannot.
Alright, so we're gonna pick up Losa.
Hey, I know you.
Losi, however you pronounce it.
Losa, the dark-eyed
Losa.
jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube, and you were Sibyl, right? Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you? I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
Oh.
Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of thing. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
Well, we'll do her as an enchanter.
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Alright, it's 8 o'clock. So, I appreciate everybody that came and hung out. I apologize, by the way, as well, if my mic is a bit weird. It is a newer mic for me. My old one kind of died, to put it lightly. But you know, I'm doing my best to kind of work with it, so I appreciate everybody for being so patient with me on that as well. But I am going to end up calling it for this session, so I appreciate everybody for hanging out, and I will catch everybody when I start the next video. So until then, I will catch you guys later. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out, and I will see you guys later.